Welcome to the Java 2 class. In this video, we are going to see the session management techniques. HTTP protocol is a stateless protocol. That means each time a user requests to the server treats the request as the new request. So, we need to maintain the state of the user to recognize the particular user. Session tracking is a way to maintain state of the user. It is also known as session management in Servlet. There are four techniques used in session tracking. Those are cookies, hidden form field, URL rewriting, HTTP session. In the previous class, we have seen the state management using cookies. But the disadvantage of using cookies is the cookie will not work if the setting is disabled in the browser. In order to overcome this disadvantage, we can use the hidden form field to maintain the state of an user. In this technique, a hidden text field is used for maintaining the state of an user. The information is stored in the hidden field and the same information is accessed in another servlet. The following code shows the HTML code for creating the hidden field. In this, uname mention the hidden field name and HF value is the hidden field value. As we have already discussed in the previous class, the state management is maintained using the name value pair. Hidden form field is widely used in command form of a website. In such case, we store page ID or page name in the hidden field so that each page can be uniquely identified. The main advantages of using hidden form field is it will always work whether cookie is disabled or not. The disadvantages of hidden form field are it is maintained at server side, so it become a burden for the server. Also, as it is maintained at server side, extra form submission is required on each pages. Like cookies, only textual information can be stored in hidden form field. In this example, we are storing the name of the user in a hidden text field and getting that value of the user from another servlet. It shows the coding involved in hidden form field technique. In the first servlet.java, we are creating the hidden form field for storing the username. This coding is highlighted in this slide. In the second servlet.java, we are getting the value of the username from the hidden field that is stored in the first servlet. The next session management technique is URL rewriting. In this technique, data is appended at the end of the URL. The name value pair is sent in the following format. The name and a value is separated using an equal sign. A parameter name value pair is separated from another parameter using the ampersand symbol. When the user clicks the hyperlink, the parameter name value pairs will be passed to the server. From a servlet, we can use getParameter method to obtain a parameter value. The following code is used to append the data. We have to replace the following line in the previous example of the first servlet.java of the highlighted code. The advantage of URL rewriting techniques are it will always work whether cookie is disabled or not because it is browser independent. And here extra form submission is not required on each pages because it will not maintained at the server side. The disadvantages of URL rewriting techniques are it will work only with links, and here also we can send only the textual information. The next session management technique is HTTP session. In this technique, the container creates a session ID for each user. The container uses this ID to identify the particular user. The object of HTTP session can be used to perform two tasks: to bind the objects and to view and manipulate the information about a session. HTTP session interface provides a way to identify a user across the website pages and to store information about the user. The servlet container uses this interface to create a session between an HTTP client and an HTTP server. This picture depicts how the container creates a session ID for each user. HTTP session object is created by calling the public method getSession of HTTP servlet request. The coding is highlighted in this slide. HTTP session equals request.getSession, and this method needs to be called before any document content is sent to the client. The following are the commonly used methods of HTTP session interface. The first method is public string getID. This method is used to return the unique identifier for the session. The next method is public long getCreationTime. This method returns the time when the particular session was created, and it is measured in milliseconds. The next method is public long getLastAccessed_time. This method returns the last accessed time of the session. It is also measured in milliseconds. The last method is public void invalidate. This method invalidates the session and unbinds any objects bound to it. The following shows the code snippet for setting the attribute in the session scope in one servlet and getting that value from the session scope in another servlet. To set the attribute in the session scope, we have used the setAttribute method of HTTP session interface, and to get the attribute, we have used the getAttribute method. Thank you.